Oi mate, ever feel like your emotions are running bloody riot? Like a pack of wild dogs tearing through your head, barking mad at every little thing. 1 minute you're grand, sipping your brew, next you're a mess, cause some prat cut you up on the road or the rain, knackered your big plans. If you're chasing real strength, proper, ironclad grit that don't bend, here's the truth to tattoo on your skull. You're the governor of your mind, not the sodding chaos swirling round you. Grab that by the scruff, sink your teeth in, and you'll find the steel to face life's mess without blinking, without turning into a gibbering wreck. We're not here for airy-fairy nonsense or Ponzi pep talks. This is about nailing emotional control, turning you into a rock when the world's lobbing bricks your way. Sick of being a puppet to every twinge and tantrum, had enough of the roller coaster where every bump sends you flying. Ready to grab the reins, plant your feet, and stand tall like a proper legend. Let's crack on, you and me. Time to sort this out, no faffing, no fluff, just the raw goods to get you steady. Scene transition, mastering emotional controls, your golden ticket to inner strength. Unshakable, mate, even when life's hurling its nastiest curveballs right at your chops. It's about keeping your cool while the storm's raging round you, not flapping about like a wet hen caught in a downpour. We've got 7 cracking steps to lock this down, gritty, real, no bollocks, just the stuff that works when the going gets tough. This ain't some soft self-help sermon you'd snooze through with a cuppa. It's a proper toolbox, forged in the muck of real life, to keep your head straight when the chips are down, when the job, gone south, the mate's flaked, or the world's just taking the piss for a laugh. Buckle up, we're diving deep, peeling back the layers, hauling out the guts of it all, and you're coming out the other side tougher than a bag of nails, ready to stare down anything. Let's get stuck in. Your emotions don't own you, mate, you own them, and we're about to prove it. Step 1, control what you can, ignore the rest first off, get your noggin round this one sharpish. Focus on what you can bloody well control and sod the rest, full stop. Life's a wild beast, a right unpredictable git. Plans go tits up faster than you can blink, folk let you down when you least expect it, and the weather's a moody sod that'll ruin your day just for kicks. You can't tame every bit of that madness, but you can damn well steer your own ship through the muck and keep your bow pointed straight. Picture this, you're setting up a barbecue, mates on the way, sun's promised in the forecast, you've got the burgers stacked. Then bam, rain, pissing down like it's got a personal grudge. Can you stop it? Nah mate, not unless you've got a wizard wand stashed somewhere. Can you flip your lid or flip the script? Oh aye, that's your call right there. Rage at the sky like a proper mug, kicking the grill and cursing the clouds, or drag it under a tarp, crack a beer, laugh it off with the lads, choice is yours and it's everything. I had a bash planned once, big day, all sorted, pictured it perfect, then it buckets down like Noah's flood. Moaned for 5 minutes, proper strop, thought the day was knackered, then hauled it under cover, mates pitched in, turned out the best night yet, soggy but cracking, still a tale we bang on about. Ask yourself straight up, can I fix this? Yes, get on it, do the biz, sort it sharp. No, shrug it off, energy's too precious for whining about what's done and dusted. Driving to a job interview once, stuck in a snarl up, cars crawling like snails on a bender, could have punched the wheel, lost my rag, turned up a sweaty mess. Instead, cranked a podcast, rehearsed my lines, walked in calm as you like, nailed it, bagged the gig. Or at work, colleague junks your plan last minute, total curveball out of nowhere. Fume and flop like a kid or tweak it and shine. I've done both. First time I sulked, got nowhere fast. Second, I rolled with it, boss clocked my nous, gave me a nod and a good lad. Controls your power, mate. Grab what's in your hands, bin the rest, and life's less of a punch-up. Stop wrestling the wind, it's a mug's game, wastes your breath. Focus on your moves, not the mess you can't mop up, keeps you steady when the ground's shaking. Step 2, pause before you react. Next up, pause before you bloody react, yeah. World's moving at warp speed these days, texts pinging like a pinball machine, emails piling up like junk mail, X chirping like a mad bird on a rant, and we're meant to snap back like robots on a leash, instant as you like. Bollocks to that. Rushing in's a one-way ticket to wish I'd kept my gob shut, a regret sandwich with extra sauce. Mate fires off a snarky message. Your blood's boiling, fingers itching to slag M back, give him both barrels and a bit extra. Hold fire, mate, breathe, count to 10, stare at the wall, 10 sodding seconds, and you'll see it's not worth kicking off a war over. Pausing's your shield, stops emotions running riot and dragging you round by the nose like a daft pup. Ain't about bottling it up, till you burst like a shaken lager, dig in deep. Why's this winding me up proper? Old baggage weighing me down from years back, or just their daft words hitting a nerve. I got a sarky email from the boss once, nearly smashed the keyboard typing a strop, proper red mist descending. Took a breather, paced the office like a caged lion, clocked it was feedback, not a dig, replied sharp and cool, got a well done back, felt like a king. Leaders don't flap like headless chickens, they think, then talk, and that's why they're ahead, not drowning in drama they've stirred up themselves. I've seen gaffers turn rows into wins, cause they didn't bite first. Cool heads, mate, always come out top. Practice dispassion, feel it, don't live it like it's not your whole world. Like watching a film, hearts racing at the shootout, palms sweaty, but you know it's not your life, just a flick on the screen. Had a Barney with a pal, wanted to roar till the pub shook, paused, saw his side through the haze, patched it up over a pint, saved a mate instead of starting a feud. Once copped a bollocking from a shop clerk, rude as sin, gut said yell, brain said wait, walked off, laughed it off, kept my day sweet as a nut. Pause, mate, saves your bacon, sorts your head, keeps you king of your own castle, not a slave to the heat of the moment. It's power in your pocket, use it. Step 3, practice gratitude. Step 3's a belter. Practice gratitude, you muppet, and stop moaning like a broken record. It's flipping your eyes from the woe, me rubbish, to the good stuff you've already got stashed away in your life's grubby corners. Life's not a fairy tale, big shock, I know, but zeroing in on the wins keeps you steady when it's grim out there. Sun's out after a week of grey muck. Cracking, mate, bask in it. Decent scoff on the table, pie and mash, proper grub. Sorted, belly's happy. Mate's got your back when the chips are down, no questions asked. Pure gold dust, that worth more than a wad of cash. I had a grim day once, job tanked, rain soaking me through to the bone, then clocked my warm flat, a brew in hand steaming away, and a daft laugh on the telly that broke the gloom. Shifted my whole mood, mate, no wallowing in the mud like a sad sod. Try it, spot 3 bits of good daily, no matter how small they seem. Sunset's a stunner painting the sky, bed's cozy as a hug, dog didn't nick your socks for once, keeps you off the what's missing treadmill that grinds you down. Work was a mare once, everything knackered, boss on my case like a terrier scribbled down, mates hear a sound desk, by the window with a view, pay coming Friday. Stress melted a bit, kept me ticking over till the bell. Keep a gratitude log, 3 things every night, pen it down like a proper ritual. Started mine with daft stuff, bus wasn't late, found a tenner in my jeans, now it's a habit, and I'm less of a grump stomping about. I've had mates scoff, what you thanking your pillow now, but they're the ones griping over spilt milk, while I'm grinning through the muck. Gratitude's your anchor, mate, grounds you when the tide's rough, stops you drowning in if onlys and why me's. Even when the world's a git, there's something, dig for it like treasure, hold it tight, let it steady your ship. Step 4, focus on the long term. 4th up, focus on the bloody long game, not the petty scraps that flare up like cheap fireworks. Something, gone tits up, mates jabbed you with a snide remark that stings, works a shambles with papers everywhere, and it feels massive, like the sky's caving in on your head. But zoom out, mate, take a propaganda. Will this sting in 5 years? Nah, most of it's dust by next week, swept under the rug. Some prat cuts you up driving, furies bubbling, horns tempting 2 years from now. Forgotten, mate, like last Tuesday's tea you can't even recall. Row with your bestie over some daft tiff that's got you both het up. Sorted by Christmas, pint in hand, laughing it off. Ask it straight and true. Will this haunt me in 24 months? No, bin it. Don't let it rent space in your head, chewing up your piece like a rat on a crust. I got a snide remark at the pub once, burned me up, wanted to square up and have it out. Then thought, next year who gives a toss? Let it float off like smoke, kept my night sweet. Work deadline frying me once, panicked, till I reckoned it'd nab me a leg up later, kept cool, smashed it, boss clocked it, long view paid off proper. I've had days, spilled coffee all over my desk, missed train by a whisker, felt like the end of days. 2 weeks on, couldn't care less, didn't even blip. Focus on what lasts, mates who stick through thick and thin, growing a spine that don't snap, epic nights that stick in your skull like glue, not petty aggro that's gone by bin day. Keeps you sane, mate, big picture's your mate, not the little niggles trying to trip you up like a loose paving slab. Let the small stuff slide, your head'll thank you, and your blood pressure won't look like a volcano. Step 5, view obstacles as opportunities. Step 5's a cracker, see obstacles as bloody opportunities, not brick walls to smash your head against till you're dizzy. Life's a gauntlet, a right slog, job, gone south faster than a dodgy curry, lass says no with a cold stare, car knackered and coughing, but you can flop like a wet sock or fight like a pit bull with a bone. Sacked from a dead-end gig. Chance to chase a job you don't hate waking up for. I did it, mate, lost a warehouse shift that was soul-crushing, Nabbed a trade course off the back of it. Now I'm laughing with a better gig than ever. Ghosted by a date after a cracking night. Time to level up, hit the gym, till you're knackered, sharpen your chat, till it's lethal, come back a king, not a kicked pup. Every kick's got a lesson if you squint right. Don't just take the hit, use it like a hammer to build something. Athlete mate blew a knee, moaned for a week, proper gutted, thought his game was up. Then trained his head game, cross-trained like a beast, won gold next year, legend now not a has-been, money's tight, been there, lived off beans and toast, learned to budget like a pro, turned it round, stronger for it, not broke and bitter. Don't wallow, ask, what's this teaching me? Shift it, bad days a chance to toughen up, not a life sentence to mope. I fluffed a big pitch once, gutted, thought I'd blown it, used it to nail the next one, boss clapped me on, said that's the spirit. Obstacles are your gym, mate, lift M or get crushed, your shout. Turn the punch into a push, watch yourself grow taller, tougher, ready for the next round. Step 6, manage your emotional response. 6th step, manage your bloody emotions, not just ride 'em like a bucking bronco in a storm. Bottling it up, till you pop like a cork or drowning it in a pint down the local. That's a trap, kicks the can down a darker road, leaves you worse off than when you started. Walk it off, breathe deep, chinwag with a mate, proper fixes that stick, not quicksand that sucks you deeper. I'd stew till I burst, red face, shouting at shadows, now I pace the park, lungs full, head clears, works a treat every time, better than a punch bag. Notice why's my gut churning like a washing machine, work piling up like a landslide, old ghosts haunting me from the past. Name it, tame it, don't shove it down till it festers and stinks. Stressed at the office once, wanted to snap at everyone, desk a war zone, strolled out, breathed slow by the canal, sussed it was just noise, not the end. Came back, nailed the day, calm as you like, king of my patch. Presentation jitters, mate of mine spilled his guts to me, proper shook, hands trembling, talked him down over a brew, he aced it, thanked me with a pint and a grin. Practice it, walk 10 minutes when the blood's up, breathe like you mean it, till your chest's steady, natter to a pal who's got your back, gets easier every go. I've had days, kids screaming like a banshee, works a zoo, stepped out, sucked air, laughed it off, kept my cool, didn't crack. You're the boss, mate, not the feelings, steer 'em right, don't let 'em steer you into the ditch. Step 7, find balance. Last one, find your bloody balance, yeah. Emotions ain't the enemy to squash like a bug, but you don't need to be grinning like a Cheshire cat 24/7 either. Life ain't a sitcom. Studies reckon chasing happy-clappy all the time screws you, guilt trips when you're down, like you've failed at being human. Sod that, sad's fine, mate, part of the gig, not a crime. After a breakup, I was gutted, proper low, felt like the world went grey, let it sit, didn't fake a smile for nobody, knew it'd pass. Better than plastering on a grin and lying to myself till I choked. Reappraise it, feel the sting, clock it'll fade, don't fight the tide like a daft sod swimming upstream. Anger after scrap, fair mate flaked on me once, I was livid, steam coming out my ears, saw it was my pride, not him, cooled off, sorted it over a brew and a handshake. Balance is king, don't ignore the lows, don't drown in like quicksand. Do stuff that fires you up, footy with the lads, tunes cranked loud till the walls shake, a pint with a view keeps you level, not a yo-yo on a string. I've had weeks, works grim as a wet sock, weather's dreck, then a kickabout or a curry night with the crew pulls me back, keeps me ticking. It's your rhythm, mate, ride it, don't fight it, keeps you steady when the world's wobbling like a drunk on a Friday. Feel it all, just don't let it run the show, or you're a puppet, not a player. Call to action, this emotional control larks a proper trek. Starts with you, right bloody now, no excuses. Chuck your tailies below, what's rattled your cage lately, how'd you crack it or dodge the meltdown? Let's back each other, build a proper mob of tough nuts who don't buckle. Smash that like if it's hit you square in the chest, share it with a mate who's flapping about like a lost kite, subscribe, more raw grits rolling your way, steady as clockwork. Closing thoughts, emotional control ain't about gagging your feelings till you're a robot, it's knowing steering owning like a boss. With these steps, you'll stand firm when life's a right bastard, calm in the eye of the storm, not a wreck in the wind. You're tougher than you reckon, mate, built of sterner stuff than you give yourself credit for. Keep at it, don't bin this journey, cause it's yours to conquer. You've got the clout, use it, live it, own it. Verification.